And was he kind of your top DB going into the draft?
Really fired up about getting him, adding him to the squad. I think he's a tremendous football player. You know, he's fast. He's got great ball skills. He's very bright, and he played against some of the best competition that you can, being in the SEC, and held up week in and week out. Was a playmaker, very productive. So happy to get him.
And I know these workouts are voluntary. I know Chase and Montez have experience with you in the system. Would you have one of them here? Does it matter to you that they're not here for this part of the off season?
It's a voluntary time of year. I'm grateful for the guys that are here. I think we're getting a lot of good work in, really establishing our culture and putting in a lot of good work, you know. I'm just appreciative of the guys that are here.
Have you talked to Chase at all, and what can he do when he's not at the facility to help, speed up that process when he does report?
What can he do? What now?
What can he do to maybe speed up the process or help him ease back in when he gets here?
Just be here, you know. When he gets here, get to work.
How can Montez get better at finishing?
That'll be the challenge. I think that was, really the message for Daron Payne going into last year. He was very disruptive the year before, and left a lot on the plate, And I think Montez is in a similar situation. I think he's been very close, very disruptive, done a lot of really good things. I mean, he's a good football player, and when he starts finishing at a higher rate, his numbers are going to explode. And so I anticipate him having that kind of a year for us. He needs to have that for himself, and we'd like to see it, for our team.
Is there anything specific that goes into that, or is it just him finishing when he gets there?
Just understanding, the difference, really, where you have these opportunities and to close the deal. And, you work so hard as a pass rusher to get in position. Coverage has to help you there, be enough coverage to give you time to get there. And then when you're there, close the deal. And it'll add zeros to your check.
Third down defense is a stat that can fluctuate from year to year. I mean, you guys were 31st 2 years ago and then first in that last year. What about that area do you think makes it something that can really bounce back and forth, or maybe be something that's hard to carry over from year to year?
I don't know. I'm focused on going forward, being as good as we can be, helping our football team win. So third down comes, that's the money down. We've got to be able to get the ball back for our offense, and we did it at an excellent rate last year. And looking forward to getting after it and finding a way to do that well again this year.
What were maybe the main reasons why you think you were so successful on third down last year, things that you can replicate this season as you look forward?
It's all competition. I mean, you try and dial into things you guys can do well, and it's always a combination of rushing coverage and working together hand in hand and understanding how people are trying to attack you and utilizing the people you have to get them stopped. And I feel like we've found a good rhythm with that last year and did a solid job in that area, and we'll look to do the same this year.
I feel like one of the themes we've heard from the guys is talking about creating more turnovers.
Yep.
And it's something that you can talk about, but obviously something different to implement. How do you balance kind of creating more turnovers while keeping guys, disciplined in their drops?
Well, it's not a matter of being undisciplined to create turnovers. It's we're working on the fundamentals of executing, whether it be forcing fumbles or getting interceptions, and some of the fundamentals that you can work on this time of year to emphasize that. The fact that we're going to work it even more so than we have, it's an emphasis point. So, two things really for me starting this year is starting fast and create more turnovers. Those are two areas for us that I feel defensively for us to contribute to this football team, give this team a chance to win a bunch of games. We've got to be stronger in those two areas. and still be good in the other areas. I mean, we did some good things, but those are two areas we got to do better.
What are some of your first impressions working opposite Eric Bieniemy, and not only in terms of going up against his offense, but also working with him in terms of planning installs and just the day-to-day of the team?
Yep. It's been good. I wish he'd express himself a little bit, come out of his shell. He's great. He's got a lot of energy. He's bringing a accountability to the unit, and we're going to get some good competitive work against them. And so there'll be some good back and forth, and that's, I think, healthy for our football team.
Coach, how do you feel Quan Martin has come on, especially after missing rookie minicamp?
Yeah, great. He's a bright young man. He's gifted. He's learning a lot of positions right now, and doing a real good job for us.
What do you like out of Benjamin St-Juste or Emmanuel Forbes in the slot? Just Ron said you wanted to take a look at them there.
Yeah, we're looking at a lot of different combinations right now. It's that time of year. Build depth, build understanding, and Benjamin's been excellent. So inside, outside, he's having a great off season, and I think getting ready to have a real good year for us.
This may be stupid, but with Emmanuel Forbes, is when a guy plays primarily outside in college or all outside, and he does really well at forcing turnovers, can he carry that over to a new position? Like if he's learning inside the slot, can he still be as instinctual in terms of when to go for an interception and that sort of thing?
He's pretty natural at picking his spots, going for interceptions. So, yeah, where we end up displaying or deploying our guys at the end of the day, we'll see. But we're building flexibility right now. Guys are learning different positions. We're trying to make guys uncomfortable right now, get familiar, learn more than one role, and where we have some versatility, some flexibility, will be to our advantage as we go forward.
Ron's talked about his desire to be more of a supervisor kind of role, letting you guys run your units, all that. What have you seen from him and his comfort level in kind of blazing that trail into that role?
Ron's been great. 4 years with me. It hasn't changed a great deal. We share whenever he's available and wants to dig into it. We'll share, but basically he lets us do our thing, and so we've got a good staff. I'm really pleased with the way we hired from within when we lost Chris Harris, and elevated Christian Garcia and elevated Brett Wieselmeyer, and I really like the way that staff is working, or the defensive backfield is working. I think they're doing a great job. They're doing a lot of teaching, and I think doing a great job with it. So I'm excited about the way that's coming together.
Is that kind of unique or special at that level of autonomy that you get here to run the unit?
No, not really. No, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I've done this a while, so I think I think maybe there's a little trust there, knowing that very, very transparent. We're going to clearly show Coach what we're wanting to do, and if there's ever any question or ever anything he wants explained or ever anything he wants to understand better, we knock it out. But he really has been very trustworthy, allowing us to do our thing, and I'm the same way with the guys, the staff, the defensive side. I mean, I believe in the power of the staff. I believe in us all contributing, and whether it be Reggie Howard, our brand new quality control guy, or whether it be Brent Wieselmeyer, the head of our defensive backfield, I'm counting on those guys all contributing.
Jack, now that you're playing the zone match for the second year, I guess, to build, how can you build on that, and do you see a difference even in the spring about where they're at in terms of their understanding and where it can go from here?
Yeah, I mean, we mix our coverages. I mean, that's we do a little bit of everything, and yeah, I like the way it's worked. I think the guys are more comfortable in what we're asking them to do, and the new guys are showing the ability to learn and kind of catch up quickly. So yeah, it's been good.
then I know he's on the other side of the ball, but you've been able to watch Sam Howell on the other side, and just I'm curious what you've seen in terms of progression from him over the course of the last year.
Yeah, I like Sam. I like the work that I see them putting in. Obviously, it's a new system, so there's going to be a little bit of growth. But I think he's got a chance to be a good player for us, and that'll be very important. If he plays well, it gives us a chance to do real well as a team. So obviously, I'm pulling for him.
With regards to Jamin Davis, obviously he's not able to do everything right now. When you look back at what he did, I know you want to look forward, but when you look back, what was the things that he did that stood out to you most for his progression? And then therefore, what's the thing for him this year that you're looking forward to seeing him take that next step?
Yeah, that's it. Take the next step. I thought we had more splash plays and less, what the heck are you doing plays. And we need that trend to continue. Year 3 now, we should expect him to be at his best, and he's going to be challenged. I'll be honest with you, because our guys are attacking it. I mean, they're doing a great job. Cody Barton's come in, and he's shown that he's going to be a valuable piece for us. And guys like Khalid Hudson have been playing outstanding. I think he gained a little bit of confidence from that last outing against Dallas. He went out there and played really well. So he's come into this offseason full of energy and getting a lot of reps because Jamin's not going. So when Jamin gets back, the key for him is going to be eliminate some of the what the heck is this plays from his game and have some more of those splash plays where he does bring the ability to have some of those splash plays.
Last one. And for Cody Barton, obviously Cole Holcomb out, he comes in.
Right.
What's the difference? What is Cody going to bring you? Maybe not so much that Cole didn't, but what can he do for this defense? What stood out to you when you guys were deciding to bring in?
Cody's a bigger man, so he's going to bring a little more thump in the middle of our defense. He runs well. Cole ran well. One thing about Cole was he was always in the building studying. Just a student of the game, and Cody's really attacking it the same way. He's just first minute he can be in here, he's in here and just devouring tape and really applying himself, and so yeah, we're happy we're able to get a guy like Cody and bring him in and add him to our room.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.